Alright, we should probably change things up a bit here. Like, how about Kirby? Ooh, we should have both of our opponents be the same character. About 2 Marios. And we'll have the green team against the blue team. We'll have green Kirby. We'll have green Donkey Kong on our side. And they'll both be level 6. We may as well have 2 stocks this time. As we go onto Dreamland from the Kirby's Dreamland games. Now, funnily enough, the music in this stage is actually the Gourmet Race theme from Kirby Superstar. Gourmet Race was one of the many game modes found in Kirby Superstar because it was pretty much a whole bunch of different miniature games packed into one. It kind of advertises itself as kind of 6 games in one. It has like a major game, but also some side games. Gourmet Race was one of those side games. It was kind of one of the more famous ones. The whole concept of it being you play as Kirby, and it's a race between Kirby's biggest arch nemesis, King Dedede, as they literally race to the end by and also gathering as much food as they could, or as they can, during the race. It's kind of cool. And this is the theme that plays during it. I want to say partly because of Smash Brothers, it became one of the most iconic Kirby songs. And I got a red Mario hat despite my opponent being blue Mario. Whatever. Yeah, they didn't make different colors for Kirby's copy hats depending on his opponent's alternate color, unfortunately. I guess that would have been a little too much work. So now we got fireballs ablazing. So now 3 of us have access to them. That's a lot of star ones. Alright, anyways, as I was saying about this game's development, the game was originally not going to have Nintendo All-Stars, but rather have an original cast of characters. And the game would have been referred to by, I believe, Ryoku, the fighting game. Which I believe is the city that HAL Laboratory is located in. So it was definitely like a temporary title. But, yeah, it was later when Sakurai realized that it would be a little difficult for players to kind of get to know an original cast of fighting game characters. So he decided, hey, how about... Oh, Kirby just kind of clipped inside DK there. But yeah, Sakurai pretty much decided, what if we had a bunch of Nintendo... already existing Nintendo characters in this game so that players could already have a cast of characters to recognize before even picking up the controller, you know? They'll know right away, oh, I know who Kirby is, I'll play as him. You know, they won't have to actually get to know all the characters in their backstories and stuff to really over time think, okay, this character is who I like because I went through all the characters and played as all of them in order to figure out which one I'm good with. Or, you know, the most character I want to play as the most. You know what I mean. We may as well turn on team attack for the next. We'll do a time team battle Just for the heck of it. Even though I probably wouldn't do this under any other circumstance. We'll play as Luigi. And we'll have Fox on the opposing team. We'll have our teammate. You know what? 3 against 1. No, actually, let's do... how about... Yeah, we'll do 2 against 1 against 1. We'll have the 2 green boys up against Mario and Fox. I think we're good. Now, let's do Sector Z, the Star Fox stage. Now, the music in this stage is pretty much the main theme heard in Star Fox 64. Pretty much the theme that you would hear in the opening of the game. This stage is pretty... From my knowledge, this stage is a fan favorite in this game. I'm guessing because, I mean, as you can see right now, it's huge. I believe it is the biggest stage in this game, and also has very few stage hazards. So I guess that's why people like it so much. Oh, shoot, right, I turned on team attack, so I just damaged my... Or, I just KO'd my own teammate. Great. Oh, no you don't. I don't know if I'm able to show it off here. What? Link, I'm your teammate, dude. Why'd you grab me like that? Maybe it was an accident. Alright, you'll see why I'm doing my... You'll see why I'm trying to do my taunt so much in a little bit. Oh, there's an R-wing heading towards the camera. It's a little interesting. Oh. And we won. I mean, obviously, we had 2 players. Alright. We may as well go back to free-for-all for now. And, yeah, we'll have the 4-player battle going on. Alright, Samus, Luigi, and Link. And I guess I'll play as Donkey Kong. Play as Dark DK. As we head to the final stage we need to do, Saffron City. Now, the music on this stage is the main theme of just Pokemon in general. It is the theme it's pretty much the music you would hear in the opening of Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow. Uh-oh. Now, I'll go back to talking about the development of this game. Whenever Masahiro Sakurai first approached Nintendo for the idea of having Nintendo All-Stars, be the cast of this game. They were a little hesitant on it first because of like they were a little worried about seeing, you know, these characters all beat the crap out of each other, of seeing Mario beat the crap out of Donkey Kong and stuff like that. But after HAL Laboratory made a little demonstration video showing pretty much a prototype of the game with, I think, Mario, was Mario, Donkey Kong, Fox, and Samus, I think. Yeah, those 4 characters duking it out. They then agreed upon it. And yeah, that's how this game came to be. And Dara even mentioned the commercial, the iconic commercial that came out of this game whenever it was... Okay, I don't know what that was, that bumper combo there. Alright. No, I forgot to mention, Donkey Kong's victory theme is the, I believe, the level complete theme from Donkey Kong Country. If I'm not mistaken. Oh! A new battle arena has been added! So, if you play through the one-player game with all 8 of the starter characters and play through all of the stages in Versus mode, you unlock a new battle arena. Alright, and we're not sent back to the opening, we're just sent back to this screen. Oh, and I forgot to mention some of the other characters of victory themes we may as well show off what the new stage is first. And it's over here, the Mushroom Kingdom. It's a second Mario stage. Of course it is. But this one is directly based off of the original Super Mario Bros. Let's check it out. It even features the original music, not even a new arrangement of it, just the original Super Mario Bros. Theme. So yeah, this stage consists of a whole bunch of different, you know, elements from Super Mario Bros. You got the piranha plants. You got the these raising and lowering platforms seen in Super Mario Brothers that break after a little while. Also, interestingly enough, in this stage, there's no like actual edges at the ends of the stages. You could just walk off and KO yourself. There's also a POW block in the middle, which is interesting because the POW block was not in Super Mario Brothers. But whatever. By the way, with the warp pipes, you could go down the warp pipes and teleport across the stage. Or kind of warp across the stage. Ain't that interesting? There's also a third warp pipe on the bottom of the stage that you could sometimes come out of. So yeah, watch out for that. And when there's 30 seconds left of the stage, the music on this stage will actually change to pretty much a faster version of the theme, which is heard in the original Super Mario Bros. To when you have 100 seconds left on the clock. So that's kind of cool that they actually did that whole detail. And I believe this is the only stage in the game to have 2 different themes play during the stage, or in the stage. And also, Captain Falcon's victory theme is the Race Complete theme from F-Zero X. So yeah, pretty interesting. And that does it for all of the stages. We may as well do more versus battles while we're at it. Just to show off some other things and mention some other things I haven't before. Like, I still haven't, you know, won as every character. So I need to explain some of their victory themes. But yeah. Alright, so why don't we change things up a bit? Actually. We have all these settings with handicap. So when you turn handicap on, we get... Well, it's really something that only affects human players. If you have multiple players, you could pretty much set the handicap. What the handicap means is pretty much the character's power level, I guess you could say, how powerful their attacks are, and their strength and stuff. Pretty much what you think a handicap would be. So it pretty much allows the literal term of go easy on me. It'll take it to a whole new direction. Now, auto handicap is pretty much where, yeah, it defaults at 5, and depending on how well you do during a match, it will change. May as well do a stock battle to show this. Do we still have the same characters? Probably not. How about I play as Green Samus, of course. We'll have red Yoshi. Screw it. Want blue Donkey Kong, please. And we'll have... Nah. Now we'll just have normal Jigglypuff. And we'll put them all at CPU level 6. I may as well show something else. And that is turning off stage select. It'll pretty much, yeah, select a random stage automatically. Just in case you don't want to go through the hassle of arguing with your friends over which stage you should play. You know? I'm trying to think, because I didn't play this game too often with friends, because by this time, you know, there were other Smash Brothers games. Of course, we would mainly just play Smash Brothers Brawl, or sometimes even Melee. It was mainly Brawl. Of course, it makes sense that with friends, we would play, at the time, the most recent Smash Brothers game. Until Smash Brothers for Wii U came out, and me and friends played the heck out of it. Oh, we got Snorlax. Very nice. Bye, everyone. Uh-oh. That works. Alright, so, I don't think I've talked about the Starman music in this game, have I? Whenever you pick up a star, it's pretty much, you know, a new arrangement of the star theme from Super Mario Brothers. What's interesting is that the exact same song is played, the exact same arrangement and everything, is played when you pick up a star in Super Smash Bros. Melee. However, in Smash Bros. Brawl, and everything onwards, they actually just have the original 8-bit star theme directly from the game, rather than a new arrangement of it, which I find super interesting. So yeah, Samus's victory theme is based after the, pretty much the theme that plays whenever we get an item in Metroid. I believe the same thing would also play in Super Metroid. So yeah, my handicap didn't change. Interesting. Interesting that it picks Donkey Kong again. It's just picking the same players over and over again. I mean, I know there's only 12 characters, but geez, This is a little ridiculous. Let's do some teams. Ooh, I have an idea. How about we could probably mess around with the CPU levels. What if we did 2 level 9 CPUs against me and a level 1 CPU as Luigi? And we'll do 2 stock. Let's do it. I guess just to show the people at home what a level 1 CPU looks like. Also, if you guys are wondering, this is a new recording session after the previous stuff. Like, last round was the start of a new recording session. You'll notice because I believe previously Team Attack was enabled for team battles. It is not anymore. So, yeah. And I have no idea if I'll turn it back on, honestly. Get out of here. Uh-oh. So you may notice that... Great. You may notice that not every single Pokemon in this stage is found in a Pokeball. And they're actually different sets of Pokemon for both the Saffron City stage and the Pokeball. Although they do share some. Like, there was Porygon, who is not found in the Pokeball. I find that pretty interesting. Yeah. It's interesting to count up, like, what's the total amount of Pokemon that are present in this game out of the 151 Generation 1 Pokemon that were, that existed at the time of this game's release. Oh, here we go. And we lost. Did it just say computer player defeated twice? Okay. My handicap did not change. I'm guessing we need multiple human players for that to take into effect. I unfortunately do not have multiple human players with me, so we can't really see that happen. But I'm sure what will happen is that, depending on who loses and who wins, they'll gain more or lose handicap points, depending on... I'm guessing if a person wins, their handicap will drop, and if a person loses, their handicap will rise. That's probably how it works. Let's turn the damage percentage up. This should be fun. We'll set it up to 200%. Just to see what happens. We'll turn handicap off, and we'll leave stage select off as well. We probably won't do a team battle. We'll do a 3-stock battle against... Okay, fine, game. I'll do Jigglypuff. I'll go against Jigglypuff. And we'll do level 7 this time. This time, we'll play as Yoshi. How about yellow Yoshi? Yeah, we'll do that. So, with the damage percentage doubled, how does that affect gameplay? Now, I already explained that knockback is increased. And, yep. Keep in mind, we were at... Keep in mind, all the players were at pretty low damage percentages. No one's at a high damage percentage. And look at this knockback. This is kind of crazy. Look at that. I guess if you want a full round and you're on a time crunch, this is a way to do it. To have everyone start out with what would be high damage percentages. Like, the equivalent knockback of high damage percentages. Makes sense. Don't worry, I'll also do a round with 50 damage percentage. Just in case you're curious. Uh-oh. And there goes Kirby. Get out of here. Uh-oh. Ooh, that should do it? Nope. Really thought that would work. Alright. Oh well. So yeah, Yoshi probably has the longest victory theme in the game, and is pretty much a, you know, an arrangement of some excerpts from some of the songs featured in Yoshi's story, including the title theme of the game, and the level complete theme. The whole that whole thing. Alright. Oh, wait. What's that? Yeah, there we go. Now it's at 50%. And we'll just leave everything the same. We'll have 2 stock this time. How about that? And this time, I'll play as Pikachu with a blue party hat. Go up against Donkey Kong, Yoshi, and Luigi on Saffron City once again. This game sure does seem to favor Saffron City. It's an alright stage. Just kind of odd that, you know, it's not leaving room for the other stages. To be fair, this is also like, what, the 3rd or 4th round we played tonight, or today, depending on when you're watching this. I think I was gonna say something earlier. Oh yeah, it was about the title theme for Yoshi's story. Oh, by the way, may as well. Okay, there goes DK. May as well talk about the 50% damage percentage. Yeah, look at that. Yoshi's barely going anywhere, even with such a high damage percentage. So yeah, pretty much the opposite of last round, to where having a high damage percentage is the equivalent of having a low damage percentage in a normal round. So yeah, not much to comment on here. Other than that, whatever that was. Also, Luigi still has not been KO'd yet. What's up with that? Alright, Hitmonlee. Thank you. So it wasn't even any of us that took care of Luigi. I had to get a frickin' Pokemon in here. So, what to say about the Yoshi Story title theme? Of course, it's in the game. It's sang by a bunch of Yoshis, and back then we thought that was the funniest thing ever, and and I'm out. Great. We even like made up our own lyrics based on what we think the Yoshis are saying. It's pretty funny. I think it was something like, if you've heard it yourself, you know what I'm talking about. But we thought it sounded something like "Let the man poop" or something. It makes more sense if you've listened to it yourself. Oh hey, it's Snorlax again. Okay. And still, the Pokemon are the closest thing we've seen here to someone actually KOing Luigi. Nothing can stop him. Will Clefairy do it? Come on, Clefairy. With the ability of Charizard. Oh, by the way, there's Zapdos flying in the background. That's something I have not mentioned. Some of the stages in this game will actually have some characters or elements from the game that will fly in the background. Never mind, not all of the stages have this, but quite a few do. For example, the Planet Zebes stage will have the main villain of the Metroid series, Ridley, fly in the background. You know, the purple dragon dude. It's not really a dragon, I don't think. But, whatever. We're going as Jigglypuff, baby, for this next round. May as well set the damage percentage back to normal. Yeah. We'll do that. We'll go up against... Fine game. Nah, it seemed like the randomizer never picked Captain Falcon. Or Mario, for that matter. That's weird. How about some level 8s up in here? Just so you know, vary things up a bit. I'll probably also set the CPU level down for a couple of rounds. I think this stage actually has some elements or like characters flying in the background, just to, you know, have some characters from franchise appear in the game somehow, you know, because they might not in any other context. Like, I think we might actually see some Shy Guys fly in the background, because they were a big part of some of the Yoshi games, like Yoshi's Island and Yoshi's Story. However, in here, I'm sure they're going to be based after Yoshi's Story. Okay. Oh, by the way, the stage is huge if you take into consideration the clouds on the right. So yeah, the blast zones are quite far away. So yeah, if you're going for horizontal KOs, it's going to be pretty difficult to do so on this stage. There goes Fox. Uh-oh. So considering I actually played this game before I actually played Smash Brothers... Uh-oh. Before I played Smash Brothers Melee, I actually was kind of thrown off when playing Melee when I realized that Jigglypuff's punt move was actually its side special in that game. I forgot to mention, in Super Smash Bros. Melee, they actually introduced an extra special move in the form of side specials, to where if you hold right or left on the control stick, you'll have a different special move, when in Jigglypuff's case is the punt. And they gave Jigglypuff an extra special move in that game, or technically they gave every character a new special move, in the form of a roll attack, where it pretty much rolls like a wheel and then kind of sets off and is able to charge into opponents. It's pretty cool. It's a move I use pretty often of Jigglypuff. So yeah, Jigglypuff's victory theme, or the Pokemon victory theme, because for both Pikachu and Jigglypuff, is an excerpt from the main Pokemon theme. So yeah, pretty simple. Have we played as every character in the versus mode? Because we've seen all of the characters' victory themes, right? We might not have seen Kirby's. Or, we might not have listened to Kirby's yet. Fine game, I'll select it myself. Well, Mario. And we'll, yeah, have Bumblebee Ness. We'll have Lavender Link. And we'll have Wario. There. interesting how many characters in this game have like a yellow alternate costume when it wasn't until Super Smash Bros. For Wii U to where there would be a yellow team option for team battles. Anyways, here we are once again on Peach's castle. It's interesting how we all first spawn onto the stage so close together. It's weird. Especially since in later Smash Bros. Games it would be a lot more spread apart. One thing I find interesting is that some cool info about some unused code in the game, I guess? Yeah, pretty much. To where all of the single-player exclusive stages, even those that would only be in like one-on-one contexts, like the Metal Mario stage and the Master Hand stage, actually have spawn points for 4 players that are never used. Since, never in the game would you be able to see that stage with 4 players. I find that super interesting. I guess it's just for playtesting. That's probably what it is. Just to, test a stage. See if anything's wrong with it. Because it's also good so that they can, test out 4 characters at once to see how they interact with those stages. See if anything's wrong with it. That's probably what it is, if I were to guess. There we go. Copied Mario's ability, the fireball. Also, one thing to note is that Kirby's copy hat will not change depending on the opponent's ultimate costume. It'll stay the same no matter what costume they're wearing. So, yeah, when Kirby copies Mario's abilities, no matter what, it will have a red cap. So, yeah. Same applies for every other character in the game. So, unfortunately, we cannot have a yellow Ness cap as Kirby. Uh-oh. Get out of here, Ness. I believe Kirby's victory theme is based after the, most of the victory theme you would hear on a bonus stage in some of the Kirby games, including Kirby's Adventure. I think it's also... Is it also present in Kirby's Dream Land for the Game Boy? It must be. It has to be, because it's like it's a common theme you would hear in Kirby games in general, so it has to be in the original. I think we played as every character in the one-player mode. I may as well show this before I forget this. About Luigi, now that we have him unlocked. Well, I guess we always have him. I guess we always had him unlocked when I visited the training mode. But his taunt, I never got to show this. It is the only taunt in game that actually inflicts damage upon opponents. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but it still does damage. Look at that. It's like 1%. Uh-oh. Yeah. I believe in future games there would be other characters that would have taunts that can damage opponents. Such as, I believe in Smash Bros. For Wii U, Greninja would have a taunt that could damage opponents.